Going live on Facebook. And here we are. Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight of the Prescott Times on a Monday motivation. But Eric, tell everybody what day it is.
All right, I knew you were going to do this to me. I like how you say it's Monday motivation. So I'm not quite motivated yet. I'm not far enough into my coffee yet.
You should have already 5 coffees by now, Eric. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
I should. All right, today's a good one. You ready for it?
Let's go.
All right, it is national. This is important right now. National Freedom Day.
National Freedom Day. I like that. The best part about having freedom is being able to be free in this awesome country to do whatever you want, to worship how you want, to go ahead and play how you want, to be who you want. Unless you live in Prescott, Arizona.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I don't want to go there, but yeah, let businesses be free, let people be free, and don't
be free.
If you don't like them, don't go there. That's all I'll say.
Good morning, Annie. How are you doing? Good morning, Instagram folks. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into the Monday motivation. Over the weekend, I had this opportunity to go ahead and go check out a spot that I haven't actually checked out as a day trip. So I ended up going to the Scorpion Bay over at Lake Pleasant. And when it was 40 degrees here, or 45 degrees, 46 degrees, it was 76 degrees down there at the lake, my friends. And I tell you this much, there's nothing better than a little bit of beauty that Arizona has to offer that will get you motivated for Monday. You wake up in a state of mind where you're just like, wow, this is exactly what I was thinking about. This is what I was going for.
Your videos, and wow, they were interesting. And you're actually, that's my old stomping grounds. That's where I grew up. We lived at the lake, basically. We were out there every day, every night.
Yeah, and the best part about it, it's only an hour and a half away, so it's a quick drive. It's a quick little thing. I mean, I want to keep it hidden from everybody because it was not that packed. There was about 30-minute wait, but we were able to go ahead and grab a drink and then go out to the dock and sit on some of the boats that you can rent, and they're very inexpensive for the sake of renting a boat for half a day. 4 hours is like $400, but you could put 11 people on the pontoon boat.
Yeah, and they have houseboats right there at Scorpion Bay that you can rent and spend the night in.
Oh, yep, and there you go. And if you guys need some extra things to do, we love to go ahead and share some of the good things that we do during the week. So it's awesome. It's really, really awesome to go ahead and have that, right there at your grasp. If 1 hour, 1.5 hours north, you're in the snow. 1.5 hours south, and you're in the sun at the lake.
That's one thing we miss is being at the lake. Even 10, 15 years ago, we would go a lot, and I had a boat, and that lake is amazing. There's some really cool hidden gems back in there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So good morning, everybody. Everybody that's watching right now, thank you so very much. Let me go ahead and just share with you that the Prescott Times does have a big old huge thing going on, and one of our lucky subscribers on YouTube will win $100. We're going to go ahead and pick you guys this Friday. And as of last, Thursday that I put it up, we've had a significant amount of people come in and actually add themselves to the subscription. So I am thankful for all of you guys that have been subscribing. Thank you so much for even actually listening to us and sharing with us, some of the stuff that you guys love about Prescott. This is awesome.
Yeah, so with the YouTube, San Martin, you got to hit subscribe, and then there's a little bell next to it. And you got to push the bell and hit subscribe all or notify all.
You definitely got to ring that bell.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely got to ring that bell, everybody.
And San Martin, let's face it, with all the instability and people leaving Facebook and things like that, that's why we're trying to get everybody to a place. And these videos are also on the website, right?
Yes, they're definitely on the website. If you guys do not have any other social links or social platforms, you can go to www.theprescotttimes.com, and you can go ahead and catch all this stuff right there on the page. You can catch the weather, you can catch our morning videos, you can go ahead and catch the latest news release. You can go ahead and also scour the whole website for past events and past I guess, news releases that we have put out there. So if you guys want to know more, we can definitely go ahead and share that with you on our page right now. We'll just go ahead and put the link, but definitely go out there. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. Eric, there was a couple of things that have been going on this past week, and it has to deal with a lot of trader insight. I know you love this stuff because you woke up this morning, the first thing you had to say, I told you so. And I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about, man. So just give everybody a brief synopsis. First of all, tell them about your YouTube channel that you went off on some the trading, but also tell everybody what you're hearing, because this is a big story topic. I guess it's something that we need to go ahead and pay attention to, because things are changing. It's kind of weird, but things
It
are
is.
changing.
Things are changing, and so yeah, I do the technology YouTube channel. It's Eric Tech Money on YouTube. But what's going on, and what I was talking about yesterday, is this whole GameStop shorting thing. And most people, and even myself, is like, what the heck is going on? And it's kind of like David versus Goliath battle going on in the stock market right now. And it's leaked over to things like silver. So I, on Saturday, was calling a bunch of the local pawn shops in Prescott saying, hey, do you have any silver? What do you got? And they all basically said, no, there is no silver. And of course, if you buy or into that kind of thing, precious metals, you can't buy it online right now. They're out everywhere, and none of the local pawn shops have it, things like that. So if you've been holding on to silver for a long time and you've been, wanting to sell it, now's the time. There's people locally that will buy it from you today and pay you a premium for it.
All right. Well, there you had it. And I tell you what, there's a lot of communication going on about this. A little bit of chatter. I shared his group or his YouTube page right there. So if you guys want to go check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. So Eric, what'd you do this past weekend, man? What was your highlight of this weekend?
It was still a lot of snow shoveling. We got that second storm, or was it the sixth storm on Friday, and I had just shoveled everything out Thursday, and it kind of like made a mess again, and then we had snow again. So it was a lot of snow shoveling. What about you?
I it was kind of funny because we got into the weekend and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and X myself out of a lot of things. This is leave. And on Sunday, I ended up going down south to the lake. And so at that point in time, I was like, really happy to be at that part. And it was kind of crazy because of the donkeys over there, a little bit too domesticated and caused a little bit of a scene. So, oh man, I can't unseen some of the stuff that I saw. And it actually got put on a video. So if
I
you
saw
guys,
your live video. We love the donkeys out there, but yeah, they got a little carried away. Have you ever been out to what is that donkey town way out west on the 40? I can't think of it, but that's pretty much the scene out there.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's a freaking I love being out there with nature. I love being able to go out there and just experience some of the cool things that are happening. But yeah, that was a little bit too extreme for me.
Oatmen, they're everywhere in Oatmen, and that's the same kind of thing you expect. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Too much, guys. Too much. Too much. Too
But,
much.
but so the
TMI.
story behind all them, San Martin, including out by the lake, is they were brought here by miners, and when the miners left, they just cut them loose. And almost every lake in Arizona has donkeys.
Yeah. Reminding myself, where do they all come from? And now we have a great population of donkeys. Donkeys everywhere.
If you ever spend the night out there at Lake Pleasant, you can hear them making noises out there and running around. I was out there late one night in a little car once, and I almost got stampeded by them. Those things are fierce when they get together.
Yeah, I don't know. They're very once again, it feels so domesticated. They walk right up to you. They don't really care. They're just like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" And you're like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" It's kind of crazy, but it's fun. It's beautiful. And it's kind of crazy because we are actually going to be experiencing some beautiful weather here in Prescott, such as look, it's going to be starting to melt. Obviously, we are all starting to feel the pain of the mud, the dirt. Oh man, I tell you what, the creeks are starting to rise. And I tell you what, it was beautiful to go ahead and get that. It looks like there's supposed to be a little bit of precipitation. It's kind of high today, but looking at maybe 12% to 5% of a little bit of rain.
Well, and we were expecting a big storm like Wednesday, right, for a couple of inches, and it looks like that's kind of now down to like 30%. and it looks
Yeah,
like maybe rain.
right now I'm only showing 14%, 7% on Wednesday, 3%. So we got a little bit of moisture in the air, but nothing too crazy to be like, oh God, not another snow. And it also brought, a couple things as far as the the local municipalities, Prescott, the what they said rescinds the emergency proclamation for this week's snow.
Yep.
And if you guys know anything that's been going on with this snow stuff, man, the snow stuff is actually it really impacts our community and our economy. And it takes a lot from the Prescott's stash of these types of emergencies. And we consider it an emergency because technically we're not ready for a huge snowfall. We're just not. Back in the days
Those
they had
plows are running like 7 days a week, 24/7 when the snowstorm comes in. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is definitely a lot. And it takes a lot to go ahead and do. Let me just go ahead and tell you what Mayor Megarelli rescinded. Prescott Mayor Megarelli Tuesday rescinded the proclamation of emergency related to the series of snowstorms, which took place in Prescott January 24th to the 29th. The proclamation, which was in accordance with the ARS 26-311, and allows for the city to seek reimbursement if and when a state or federal agency or disaster declaration is made. It also was designed to emphasize the urgency of the snowstorm and to urge motorists to stay off the roads. It is also empower the city to take additional steps if needed to make streets safe during the storm. Plow crews from the street division have been on a job since Sunday, January 24th, the start of the 3-day storm. Of the 3 storms, crews from the Recreation Service Department supplemented snow removal efforts with heavy equipment operations and hand work on snow blowers and shovels. Local contractors were brought in to move the large piles of snow around the downtown and other areas with the support of Prescott Police Citizens on Patrol for Traffic Management. And if you guys have the need to go ahead and read the rest of this, go to the PrescottTimes.com and you'll be able to read the rest of this. But yeah, I was downtown and over there at the Park Plaza Deli and acknowledge that they closed down it's not Sheldon Street, it's Goodwin Street. And yeah, they had uh, um, um, tractors and big old dumpsters to go ahead and take those big piles of snow out of the road. So they tried to get it out of there. So I guess our record from what we were seeing was 20 inches of snow in the downtown Prescott area. So that's pretty huge, guys. Very huge. It's still
I was
it's
down by Granite yesterday. Granite's flowing pretty good. Granite Creek.
yeah, yeah, it's going to definitely be flowing very, very quick. And that's the beautiful thing about, the snowstorm is that it just brings the necessary water. If you guys go down to the lakes, you'll start seeing the lakes rising. Where there was no water, there's water there now. So it's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So Eric, check this out. It's Monday, and every Monday there should be some sort of motivational speech or something that should come from Eric. Eric, if you had a motivational word for everybody today, what would it be?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. A motivational word for Monday to I'm gonna have to say
And,
just go, just do it. Even though you don't want to, just do it.
and that's how we are rolling today, guys.
Yep.
If you guys want to do something, just
I'm
do
looking
it.
out the window, looking at all those snow drifts still out there, and it's all ice now, and it's just like, man, could go get another cup of coffee. All right, go deal with it.
Yeah, no, we've been chipping away every chance to get into a little location of snow or something. Just like it's just becoming an issue because water keeps on raining or draining, and it causes ice. So you got to take care of that issue so it doesn't cause another issue such as people falling or just me falling. I really honestly like to correct a lot of things before I actually walk over it, so it kind of keeps me protected from falling. I mean, like ever since I got to a certain age, everything that I do, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about this one. It might make me hurt if I fall. So I tend to try to watch out for everything, especially anywhere places I walk.
Ah, Chris and Larry are Oatman is where all the donkeys are. That's what they said in the YouTube chat.
What was it?
Oatman is where all the donkeys are. Oatman, Arizona.
Oatman. Okay, they all
Yeah.
just hang out there, huh?
They all just hang out there. If you guys have a chance, it's not that far from here. It's maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I recommend everybody in Prescott take a day trip, especially during the winter, and go to Oatman. It's a cool little trip.
Yeah, what is there, Eric? What is like the actual like significance of that place? Because I
Donkey,
never heard of it. It's
donkeys.
just the
Just the
donkeys.
donkeys. They're just donkeys everywhere. It's on Route 66. A bunch of like I think a bunch of famous actors in the 30s went there. I can't remember who it was, but they got married there and stayed in the hotel. It's just a very old ghost town thing with donkeys everywhere.
That's funny, Eric. I think I had my fair share of donkeys this weekend. I don't know if I can handle any more, but if anybody wants to go out to Ottoman or even travel there, yeah, do it.
You'll
Feel
be there.
free.
I can't believe you lived here all your life and you've never been there.
I've never been to nowhere, Arizona either.
Now, nowhere's on the other side of Baghdad. It's not that far either.
I don't think I've ever been to Baghdad either.
Really, Baghdad's cool. Baghdad's worth a day trip too.
Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of places, Eric, just because I don't know why. I think the farthest I've been close towards that direction, well, maybe I have drove by it, but I don't think I did. I was actually headed to California. So I think there was a turnoff to go to Baghdad, but we went the other way. So
Yeah, Baghdad's a cool little town, and if you have, I take it then you've never been to the Grand Canyon Caverns.
no, I have not, but I have been to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
I just walked up to the edge, looked at it, and I said, "Man, that's a deep hole." And then I freaking was that was it. That was no, it was actually very beautiful. We watched the sunrise in the Grand Canyon. It was amazing. It was kind of a it was kind of like a weird trip because we ended up doing a let's watch the sunset. We hung out all night, and then we're like, you know what? Let's just be crazy and watch the sunrise at the Grand Canyon. And so we just got in the car and traveled it up until the morning, and sat there until the sun rose in the Grand Canyon, and that was amazing. So that was a kind of a cool little trip. That was way
it
back in
is.
like 20 when I was 25,
You should do
22.
that again. Same thing, getting up at the lake, Lake Pleasant, you were just at. If you can spend the night out there, the sunrise over the lake is so cool. But Grand Canyon Caverns is not that far away, and you go down in the ground like I think it's like 1,600 feet, and it is such a cool place. They actually have a hotel room down there.
A hotel room?
Yes, you can spend the night down in the caverns.
Oh shoot! All right, well
It's
that
a
looks like something we
constant
want
like
to do.
seven, or I think it's like a constant 68 degrees year round, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the humidity level doesn't change. Like and it is a cool yet creepy experience down there.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to put it on the bucket list. We actually set up a bucket list yesterday on the way back from Lake Pleasant, saying, you know, we need to do all this crazy stuff. And so we started a little bit of a bucket list, and we obviously had to put it into the calendar because you know our calendar gets pretty busy really quick. So we got to prepare now so we can go ahead and have those awesome times. And you know, for a couple things that have been on the Facebook just before we get out of here, I know a lot of people are still asking where to get the vaccine, how to get the vaccine. The Yavapai County Health Department is your best source to go ahead and get the information that you are wanting, or call your provider, your healthcare provider, your doctors. Your doctors are going to be the ones you want to talk to. The other thing that you want to go ahead and talk with about the doctors is exactly the question of all questions: should I take this vaccine? You know, and a lot of people are being told no, do not take the vaccine because of the treatments that you're in. Some people are saying no, don't take the vaccine because you have this problem or this problem. So we're going to see what kind of these problems that are going to start occurring right now with people that can't take the vaccine. Like, what does that mean? They can't travel no more, or are they going to be exempt? I mean, what does this all mean, Eric? This is going to be some crazy year. And as everybody saw, we already have our first cancellation of our events this year, and I'm just totally devastated by that. But at the same time, it's still not the time to go ahead and not feel like we can't move forward. But anyways, with that being said, everybody, you gotta think positive. This is gonna be it's gonna be over. I promise. Someday it's gonna be over. I promise. Some people are already acting like it's over now.
And so that's the cool thing about what you're doing, and that's the thing to remind everybody is we are, we think of ourselves as northern Arizona, but we're central Arizona technically. And that means that you have easy access to everywhere. And I've lived here almost all of my life, and there's still places of Arizona I have not seen. And there's just so many cool things you can do. You can hop in the car and do a day trip and make it back here in time. And like some of the stuff we're talking about, there's nothing stopping anybody from doing these things during these times.
No, definitely nothing to stop you guys. And you guys can go ahead and keep a nice little, a nice little distance from everybody. And it's easy to go ahead and find spots and places and things for you and your family to do. That doesn't consist of having to be around anybody. That's a big deal. And so let me go ahead and do my business shout out, Eric. Let's go ahead and talk about Chow Time. Now I know that you called them and you realize that there are some people that are on there, not on the list. So we're gonna go ahead and try to call the owner. Whoa, what's going on?
Your audio just got messed up. But meanwhile, I know what you're talking about. So Chow Time, just to let everybody know, is a new delivery service in Prescott that's local. And San Martino and I were talking about this on Friday because it's like, oh, I want some of these local people on here, and they've got a long list, but the list is slowly getting bigger. But I want to see more local places on there. Like I was hoping for Los Peños and some of my favorites on there. I'm sure they'll get there, but anyway, San Martino's going to talk about them right now. But it's instead of
Can you
using,
hear me still?
I
Because
can
I
now.
think
Yes, yes, I
you
can
can
hear
hear
you.
me. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, man. That was some '70s disco music playing. So, anyways, Chow Time is a new spot for Prescott, Arizona. What it does is it actually caters and delivers from certain places that don't have a delivery service. And so, what they're doing is basically keeping the dollars here locally in Prescott. They're wanting to go ahead and deliver food from local restaurants that are here. So we will try to go ahead and help them get to their actual status of being able to use this entity with here in Prescott. So and it's possibly it's a different cost for the actual restaurants, so it doesn't cost them too much money. So if you guys want to go ahead and use them, you're more than welcome to. That's the best part about this.
I'm excited. I'm excited that it's all local. It's not a national chain, right?
It is not a national chain from what I've noticed, but the Chow Time is definitely something that the resident lives here. She's actually a nurse here. She's been here for a while and she decided to go ahead and invest in a couple of things. And this is what she came out with.
Good stuff. It's good to have this. Again, I'm excited. Again, with everything going on, a lot of people don't feel like eating in a restaurant still, San Martin. So this is a perfect thing. You can grab it, they'll deliver it, they'll take it, and it's a lot cheaper than some of the big Is it Grubhub? I think Uber Eats, things like that, which we
Yeah.
have, but
And it
it's
costs a little bit
expensive.
more.
They
Yeah. And,
cost a
and it
lot.
costs
Yeah.
it costs a little bit more than most things, Eric. It actually costs so much more that you're actually paying for another meal. To be honest, I don't know if we actually did the actual what do you call it the difference of the numbers and stuff, but we ended up ordering out, and then we're like, man, that's a little bit more expensive than we figured out. But they charge by some. I don't even know how they charge, to be honest. I know, but it's an extra meal if you order through Grubhub compared to what the Chow Time is. So that's something to look into, something that could possibly keep it cheaper for the restaurant, keep it cheaper for the consumer. And then obviously Chow Time definitely helps out with the delivery service. So if you guys want to try them out, you're more than welcome to. So that's my business shout out for the day. I think that's cool. I
That
really
is
think that's cool.
beyond cool. Yes.
So this is what's going to be happening, guys. This week is going to be a fun-packed week of let's go ahead and get things started. Entertainment, things to do locally in Prescott, and also we will keep you informed on all the stuff that's happening with the city, municipalities, Prescott, Prescott Valley, Chino Valley, and the surrounding areas. And if you guys want to go ahead and keep up to date with what's going on in Prescott, go to theprescotttimes.com, and that should be the end of this.
Nice. Well, that's exciting. So looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to trying the food service. And by the way, I saw Chick-fil-A on there. I don't know if they'll deliver it from Prescott Valley to Prescott, but I was like, woohoo!
Yeah, it could be one of the best things ever. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
All right, guys. With that being said, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. We'll catch you here tomorrow, 8:45 in the morning. And be sure to go ahead and just follow the pages because we have stuff popping up all the time. Information is what is king at theprescotttimes.com.